My name is Zach Zeller. I'm co-founder and president here at ScriptCo Pharmacy. ScriptCo is doing something unique that's never been done before in America. We are the first pharmacy to transparently disclose every single medication's cost and existence when it comes to generic prescriptions. Generics account for 9 out of 10 medications dispensed in America, and they are the pain point when it comes to insurance and pharmacies in general taking advantage of people. When you're on brand only medications, your insurance typically creates a great deal of value for you. But if you are on a generic medication, about 80% of the time, you significantly overpay as an American. So what is the problem? Well, there is no transparency. Consumers have no idea what medications actually cost. We know what a gallon of milk costs. We know what a gallon of gas costs. We know what shoes cost. We have no clue of true actual healthcare costs, right? It's also not affordable. A lot of Americans, 58 million of them, say they cannot afford their medications. And the last problem that we see is it's not consistent. When you walk in, sometimes your insurance copay can be one price, and the next time you get a refill of medication, the prices change. And that's because pharmacy benefit managers, which are the middlemen between all of us and the pharmacies when using our insurance, can change those formularies, which ultimately changes your out-of-pocket. So the real reason for high cost is two different groups that exist in the insurance ecosystem, which is wholesalers and pharmacy benefit managers. Combined between those two different players, there's almost $1 trillion of revenue on an annual basis around prescription medications, of which 400 billion of those dollars are generic spend, which is marked up tremendously. Chronic conditions are continuing to rise. There are 79 million people on 3 or more maintenance medications, and that is really the ScriptCo sweet spot. Our average member right now is on 3.8 maintenance medications, and our average member savings is right at $1,000 a year for those 3.8 medications. So what is our solution? Our solution is a subscription fee of $140 a year or $50 per quarter to access any generic medication at cost. We make no revenue from the medication. We only make revenue from the membership. It's made possible via our one-of-a-kind operating model that avoids the restrictions faced by traditional pharmacies from the insurance companies. We're able to deliver immediate savings without the hassle and complication of insurance copays, PBM formularies, and deductibles. And we create a simple to use customer experience with medications shipped straight to the patient's door with no more having to spend time and gas money going to the pharmacy. Our patients save more money than any other solution today in the marketplace. So patient number 1 is on 4 medications, and that is a direct comparison of what they pay as a GoodRx user versus a ScriptCo user. We save them $1,127 a year. Patient number 2 is on 3 medications. Again, direct cost comparison between Blink Health and ScriptCo for those 3 medications. And lastly, a Roman comparison versus ScriptCo. That patient we saved $4,482 a year for. Customers love us. If you have time, I would recommend to go read our Google reviews. They tell great stories and give firsthand experience from members being able to kind of articulate their user experience and cost savings with ScriptCo from a first person. Our average patient is 58 years old. Our average number of prescriptions that our members are taking are 3.8. We treat every single condition with the exception of controlled substances. We do not fill any controlled substances such as Oxycontin, hydrocodone, Adderalls, testosterone. Our gender split is 34% female, 66% male, and 71% of our members have prescription benefits, but choose not to use them because it is less expensive to be a ScriptCo member than to use their insurance. So the rocket's built and it's time to launch. We put in $400,000 of our own money initially when we opened in October of 2019, right before COVID, and we raised $1.7 million a year later from 2 venture capital groups in a pre-seed. We are raising a $5 million seed round right now. And the reason we're raising that is because we were able to take that 1.7 and completely build out our operations. And so Right now, we have robotic fulfillment in place at the pharmacy. We have all the conveyor belts in place, all the computers, all the scales. We tied all of our software together through 3 different API integrations, so it seamlessly moves the consumer from the join button all the way through a tracking number hitting their inbox after their medications are shipped. We updated the website. Our membership is doubling year over year organically. You can see our 4.9 Google star rating. And right now, the way the pharmacy sits, we can handle up to 200,000 members without changing a thing other than bringing on additional team members, which is $30 million in annual recurring revenue. And we're currently licensed in 46 states plus DC, and we will be licensed in all 50 states plus DC by the end of Q2. That's it. Anybody have any questions?